Hey folks, welcome to the first Vermintide 2 mod spotlight. So for those who don't know, mods dropped with patch 1.1 last week, and mods are going to be transformative for the game. They're going to enable the community to go out there and build content for themselves. The game is going to take off. There are already many people working really hard to put stuff together. In fact, they were already working before release with Fat Shark directly to get stuff in place for release, and content's already dropping. It's going to be a wild ride. So I thought we'd start by really quickly showing you how to get mods up and running. So to do so, go to your Steam page, go to the game, go to any of these, it doesn't really matter which. For example, let's click on Community Guides. We're just trying to get to here, to the workshop, browse to items, boom. These are all the mods. To add one, simply look over it, hit plus. First two you need, Vermintide Mod Framework, and then you need to look down here and you need to look for Penlight Lua Libraries. You will always need these two. Not every mod needs them, but some mods have dependencies on these two mods. So you might as well just get them now and shove them in there. It's not going to hurt anything. While we're here, why don't we grab a selection of interesting mods just to showcase the power, right? To showcase what they can do, and I'll show you a little bit about them in game. And then we're going to go on from here. And in the next installment, I'm going to show you some of the first mods that really come in and change the way you can play the game. These are more like enabler mods. They're interesting. So the first thing, let's just grab show ping, easy. Show damage, easy. Let's just hitting the plus button for each of these. Skip intro is always nice. We're going to grab health bars. You can grab Waypoint. It seems like an interesting mod. Badwin's a new modder, adding some content to the game. I also want you to go ahead and grab max property roles, neuter ult effects, creature spawner, and that should be enough for now. Why don't we go ahead and explore these mods today, and we'll go back to the rest later. So what's next? Next, you need to go ahead and open up the game. So you go to Library to Game to hit play, and it brings up the normal loader, like this one. Ooh, that's not what meant to happen. You need to work on the mounted realm, and you need to make sure you're working, let's see here, on the load order. So pull them up. Just because you added them doesn't mean they're checked. So go ahead and check every single mod you just installed. And then there's one other important thing you need to know. You need to make sure the Vermintide Mod Framework VMF is first, followed by Penlight Lua Libraries. The load order for the rest of this doesn't matter. So after you've hit and check all these marks in, load in the game, and why don't I go ahead and do that? I'll meet you there. Alright, hello and welcome to the mod realm. How do you know you're in the mod realm? Easy. Open up your inventory. You can't craft, you can't do spoils of war, in other words, you can't open loot. You go to the challenges don't work. Why? When you're in the mod realm, you can't interface with the back end. What does that mean? No loot, no crafting, no doing your challenges. Okay, that's it. So why would we play this mode, JSAT? Why would I play mods when I can't get loot? Well, for fun. That's the answer. There's going to be all sorts of mods that introduce new ways to play the game that are fun, or mods that make the game just work better. Great. Or you could also use it for testing, which is the thing that I really want to show you guys. I want to show off today with the subset of mods we used. Okay, great. What else? First, if you want to test something, you want to see how much breakpoints matter, but you can't get exactly the gear you want. Gee, that kind of stinks. I can't get exactly the red I want, so I can get the properties I need to hit the breakpoint to see if it feels good or not. Great. Well, guess what? Now you can. All you need is an orange with the appropriate traits. Like this guy here, let's say I wanted attack speed, push block angle for whatever reason, and turn on that mod we showed you earlier, max property rolls by Prop Joe. Now the game will treat it as though it's got max rolls, 5%, 30%. Great. You'll hit whatever breakpoint you wanted, you can test. Excellent. What else? Next mod. If you want to see mod options, a lot of them have menu options. You hit escape and you go to its very own set of options. Spawn unit is so powerful. Bind all of these. 5, 6, 7, 8, there you go. F5 to spawn, F6 next unit, 7 previous unit, destroy all units. And you can change it. You can change it if you want AI on, or you can do the dummy ones, so you can just attack those ones. So you can just attack and see if you're getting headshots and stuff. It's a powerful way to learn how to fight against particular units. More on that in just a moment. Health bars, why'd I get you to get this? If you want to play challenge mods, which I'm going to introduce later this week if you haven't already seen them, explain them more. If you've been watching the stream, you've seen them, but I'll explain what's up and how to get advantage out of them, like how to have fun. Okay, health bars means instead of having one bar at the top for just the boss, you can turn on bars for everything, specials, ogre, or some subset of whatever you want. Historically, I've always only used the bosses. And it's excellent because a lot of modes will have multiple bosses, so the single health bar on the top of the page just doesn't cut it. Okay, what else? Show damage. Show damage, you can see if you got a headshot, if it was blocked, if you have poison ticks and stuff. The headshot's really cool. Basically, anytime you hit something, a damage number pops up, so you can test how far am I from a breakpoint? Am I getting headshots? And if you're playing with this on, you get feedback in real time about whether or not you're dealing damage and how much. This will make you way better at headshotting way faster, because you will know every time with tactile feedback, did I get headshot, did I not get headshot? It's also great for testing. What else did I have you put on? Just to demonstrate some of the really cool stuff that's out there, I wanted you to see the new Waypoint mod. And who put together this? I think it's important to call out people for the good work they're doing. So this is a new mod, and it was put out there by a new modder. And his name is Badwin, that's correct. So Badwin, if you're watching this, excellent work so far on this mod. I think it's really cool, and I wanted to show it off just to showcase the kind of really cool stuff people are going to be able to do with mods. And speaking of which, if you're interested in learning about modding, go to the Reddit right now, look at the top of the page, and look for the Vermintide Next Top Mod Contest. And in there you'll find resources on how to mod. So if you're interested, do it. Do it. Start it. And if you put something together that's a gameplay mod this month, I've got a challenge out there. I put a couple $100 on the line, and I'm giving out money to my favorite new gameplay mods. So if you're interested in modding, this is a great time to learn. And from there's a link to the Discord, the Vermintide Modders Discord, with a bunch of knowledgeable people that are all sharing knowledge. And guess what? Fat Shark Robin's been there basically all day, every day, answering questions and helping out and stuff. Like, Fat Shark's really behind this. I'm so excited. But okay, anyways, let me hop in game to show you some of the cool stuff you can do. So why don't we just hop in against the Grand? Okay. Well, what's another thing I can't wait to be in the default game?
I've had reports of
you know what I absolutely hate? Sitting and watching the same intro cutscene for the 3,000th time.
That's bad enough. But it turns out some folk were too
Go away. Okay. Another set of mods. I didn't have you install this one, but you should go back and probably install this. I probably should have told you to install this one. Killbots. So, some mods are executed through the menu I showed you before. Some are automatically executed if you turn them on in the menu. Some of them you have to turn on yourself manually with a command through the chat line. To do all of these, you hit enter to enter chat. / all of your options will come up here. You got two ways. You could type in the whole thing you want, like that, or once you've pulled it up with / you can hit just down. Excuse me, with tab. You can tab through all the options to find the one you want. Once you have it highlighted, enter. No more bots. Okay, what can we test? Well, first of all, let me show you how show damage works. There's a chaos troll.
The troll! It's about to vomit! Stupid
See?
and ugly.
That's it.
That
and I hit F8 right there to kill the bots
else.
based off our proc. Okay. Why would I care about this? Well, you can practice your dancing. You can practice against individual units. I want to learn how to do, I want better combat versus shield vermins. I want to learn how to dodge dance against ogres better. Now you can, in isolation. It's excellent. What else? What else? What else? Let's look at Chaos Warrior. What did I do wrong? Oh, I'm such a fool. I see what's happening. I've used F5 in the past for something else. Let me go ahead and shut off my auto hotkey. This probably will not occur to you guys, because you don't have auto hotkey on. Am I hitting headshots? No. 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 That was a headshot. How'd I know? More damage plus indicator. Imagine if you have this on all the time. You're going to learn how to headshot so much better. Because every single time you get a headshot, you'll know, and you don't, you'll get it no, and you'll just learn. Okay, what else? I want you guys to see health bars real quick. F8 to remove. Oh, that's another thing I could show you. You can practice dodging, but here's going forwards it to bait a standing attack, or not.
I hear the pale queen.
I don't have my hotkey on. My normal dodge key's not on. Okay, and then you can practice too, without the pressure of a normal game. And if you screw up, who cares? Just reload the game and you're good to go. Okay, so what did we see? We saw show damage. We didn't focus on health bars, though. I think health bars are key. Let me put this again. So now, if you have multiple bosses, you can track their HP independently by looking at the bar on the top. All right, well, I think that's enough babbling. I really want to show you the Waypoint Mod. The Waypoint Mod, again, is work by Badwin. It's his first mod. Check it out. So you go down to this, you go down to the Waypoint Mod, you pick your hotkeys as appropriate. If everyone in your party has the mod on, the Waypoint Mod, and you hit whatever you pick to put the waypoint down, they can all see that. So now you're like, guys, I want to everybody to hold up over by the chest. And they're like, okay, what chest? You're like, yeah, that chest, that chest, that chest. And if you're looking the other way, it says, oh, by the way, dude, the waypoint's over here. Oh, there it is, cool. They can see it, and if they get to it, it disappears. And if you mark the wrong place, you have another hotkey to remove it. It's brilliant. It's simple. It's going to improve coordination. So I'd be remiss if I didn't also point out other things these mods can do. They can change the user experience. That means they can change sounds, they can change the stuff that appears on your screen. They can also just change how things that happened in the game look. So here's a perfect example. I really don't like all the auditory, the audible and visual junk that happens when you hit ults in this game. Prop Joe has already solved a big chunk of this with his new mod, Junk Declutterer or something to this effect. I told you to download it earlier. Watch. Now, normally with Huntsman, you're going to hear the FOV is going to shrink. There's going to be all sorts of weird color changes. This is the new version. Now, it still has that annoying effect of adding sounds and those sounds suppressing other noises, which makes it harder to hear assassins and packmasters. We still have ways to go to make the game less heavy with junk, but we'll be able to control the experiences more, and in time, these sorts of mods will make their way over into the vanilla realm, and we'll, again, be able to control as a community or as individuals the way we want to play to an unprecedented level. That's awesome. So we've got ways to practice, we've got better ways to learn, we've got better ways to coordinate. Next time we talk, I'm going to talk about new ways to challenge yourself. Prop Joe and Grimalact, two of the big modders for Vermintide 1, have already released really cool new ways to play, and I will kind of get into them and show you what it's like. Today I'm also going to release some modded gameplay from one of those challenge mods. So if you're like, okay, but I don't know what this is or how to set it up, I'm kind of annoyed because I'm just looking at this. What am I looking at? Just hold on. I'll talk about it tomorrow. All right, guys. Everybody have a nice night, and I will see you tomorrow.